Have you ever looked at your budget and thought, I'm not living lavish, so why does it feel like my money keeps vanishing? Like you're not buying yachts, you're not throwing champagne parties, and yet somehow the math is simply not mathing. If that sounds familiar, you're in very good company, because today we're talking about 5 budget breakers that quietly drain money from otherwise responsible people. These aren't dramatic splurges, they're sneaky, everyday expenses that add up while you're busy living your life. The best part, every single one of these can be fixed starting today without guilt, without extreme budgeting, without giving up everything you enjoy. Let's do this together. Budget breaker number 1. You're overpaying for insurance and you don't even know it. Now, let's talk about insurance. Car insurance, home insurance, renter's insurance, maybe even pet insurance. Most people set it up once and then never touch it again, not because they don't care, because it feels annoying, confusing, and very, future me can handle this. Insurance companies absolutely love this about us. Rates creep up over time, discounts quietly disappear, your situation changes, but your policy doesn't, and suddenly you're paying way more than you need to for the exact same coverage. This is one of the biggest budget leaks out there. The fix is surprisingly simple. Once a year, shop your rates. That's it. Get quotes from a few companies, call your current provider and ask if there are discounts you're missing, bundle policies if that makes sense for you. You don't need to be an expert, you just need to ask the question. People regularly save hundreds, sometimes thousands per year just by checking. And that's not a budgeting win, that is found money. Budget breaker number 2, subscriptions you forgot you had or swear you'll use someday. All right, let's be honest for a second. Subscriptions are like the ghost stories of personal finance. They linger quietly, they haunt your bank account. When you finally notice them, you're like, wait, I'm still paying for this? Streaming services, fitness app, meditation apps, software trials that turn into monthly charges without warning. Individually, they don't seem like much, but together, they can quietly eat up a shocking amount of money every month. And here's the trap, because they're small, they feel harmless. But the fix is a subscription audit. Just once, look at your last month of bank statements and write down every recurring charge. Then ask one simple question. Did I actually use this in the last 30 days? If the answer is no, cancel it. Not, I might use it, not, I'll start next week, just cancel. The beauty is you can always resubscribe later. These companies will still be there. They're not going anywhere. This one-time change alone can free up cash immediately without changing your lifestyle at all. All right, let's take a breather. Hopefully all this is getting your brain going. If you've already thought of at least one subscription you forgot about, or maybe even an insurance policy that you haven't looked into in a while, congratulations, you just found some money. We're not done yet, because the next one is sneaky in a very different way. Budget breaker number 3, convenient spending that adds up fast. Convenience is expensive, and honestly, it's designed to be. Delivery fees, ride shares, pre-cut groceries, food ordered because you're tired and it's Tuesday. None of this makes you irresponsible, it makes you human. But when convenience becomes the default instead of the exception, it quietly rewires your budget. The fix is not never use convenience, because that's unrealistic. It's Friday night and the kids are screaming and you're tired. The fix is choosing where convenience actually matters to you. Maybe you're happy to cook on most nights, but you love delivery on those Fridays. Great, plan for that. Maybe you want groceries delivered, but cut back on the impulse takeout. Also great. The key is deciding ahead of time instead of letting exhaustion make that choice for you and blowing up your budget. When convenience is intentional, it's already baked in. Budget breaker number 4, high interest debt quietly draining you every month. This one doesn't get talked about enough because it comes with a lot of shame. High interest debt, especially credit cards, doesn't just cost you money, it costs you momentum. Interest is money you don't get anything for. No food, no experience, no value, just poof, gone. And the frustrating part, even when you're making payments, it can feel like nothing is changing. The fix isn't panic, it's strategy. First, always pay at least the minimum on everything. Then, Pick one card to focus on, either the highest interest rate or the smallest balance, whichever one is going to keep you motivated. Motivation is key in all of this. Now, put extra money there when you can. Every small bit helps. And if you can, look into balance transfers or consolidation options. Lower interest means more of your payment actually goes towards your freedom. Debt doesn't mean you're bad at money. It means you're dealing with a system that's going to profit from your confusion. Budget breaker number 5, not renegotiating bills you absolutely can renegotiate. Now, here's a secret that more people should know. A lot of bills are negotiable. They just don't advertise that part. Internet, cable, phone plans, even some utilities. Many people are paying way more than necessary simply because they've never asked for better options. Now, the fix is uncomfortable, but it's really powerful. Call your provider. Be polite. Ask if there are promotions, loyalty discounts, or even better plans. And if you're willing to switch, say that. Suddenly, deals magically appear to reduce churn, to keep you on board. This isn't being difficult, it's being informed. They have those special rates for a reason. Spending 30 minutes on the phone can save you hundreds over a year. That's a fantastic return on your time. Now, let's recap. First of all, make sure you're not overpaying for insurance. Check into it every year. Second, check to make sure you're actually using all of your subscriptions. Or worse, some people are even doubling up on them. You don't need Netflix twice. I mean, you definitely need it once because, Squid Games. Third, watch your convenience spending. Don't cut out convenience completely, just know when best to use it. Fourth, high interest debt is a money killer. Every dollar that goes to pay off interest is money that's not being used to invest or spend on fun. And finally, try to renegotiate some of your bills. Just like Wayne Gretzky said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so pick up the phone, call, see what you can do. Now, none of these budget breakers mean you're bad with money. They mean you're living in a modern world designed to quietly extract as much cash as possible without you noticing. The goal isn't to cut all joy from your life, it's to stop paying for things that don't actually improve it. You don't need to fix everything today, just pick one. Check your insurance rates, cancel one subscription, make convenience intentional, tackle one debt, renegotiate one bill. Small changes compound, quietly, powerfully. And before you know it, your budget starts feeling less like a punishment, and more like a tool. Now, if this video helped you spot a budget breaker you didn't even realize was there, hit the like button. It helps us reach more people who could use it. And if you want more money content that's practical, judgment-free, and actually realistic, feel free to subscribe. We're going to figure this out together because it's a lot easier when you don't have to do it alone. Thanks so much for being here.